Yeah, I'm a little bit on dark side there.
Salt and pepper.
So,
There you go.
yeah, there it is.
Anyway, Carl, I got you. You're in town from where you living these days?
Dallas, Texas.
Oh yeah, Dallas. What are you doing now in Dallas?
Well, I've been in the furniture business for 18 years. I'm closing that down within the next week or two, and I'm moving into full-time ministry.
Oh yeah.
Partnering with a treatment center that really does it all. No cost. You can be homeless. You can have HIV. You can be mentally ill. You can have probation problems, CPS problems. Whatever your issues, they can stop the progression of your problems and give you hope. And what they're going to do is they're going to combine scientific recovery with biblical-based recovery. And I've been asked to head up the biblical wing. They got 200 beds. They're going to give us 50 for the faith-based recovery.
Yeah, you're originally from where?
Kansas City, Kansas, Sumner High School.
All right. And you went to Northeast Douglas, both of those? Or
Douglas and Northeast, you got it.
Same as me, because you was up the street, and when I used to walk home, I used to pass by your house. Wasn't there a house next to you or something that had a swimming pool or something? Or whatever?
Miss Watcher,
yeah. She's up on the corner.
Yep.
It used to be 50 cents to go swim.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, 50 cents, yeah. And if you didn't have the 50 cents sometime, and it was a hot day, she would say, oh, come on in here, because pretty much everyone knew everyone, and they knew your folks. You know, it's not going to ever be anything like that anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So Carl, you got into music when?
I got into music when I was in the 8th grade. I started playing at, I just rode through 5th Street. So I started playing at the 50-yard line.
50-yard line.
And I don't even remember the other. I know we used to go to Frenchie's Chicken. I remember they used to shoot at each other across the street. You just moved out about like half a block.
Yeah.
And let them keep shooting.
Let them finish shooting.
We didn't worry about it. But yeah, I played from the time I was in the 8th grade until I was 30 years old.
Wow.
And I used to play 4 nights a week. In fact, I'd see my teachers at school coming into the club at night.
Yeah.
You know, so that was the way I grew up.
You remember some of the band's names that you were with?
Chargers, Future Shock, and Kansas City Band.
Kansas City Band.
Yeah, Future Shock turned into the Kansas City Band, and we had a lead singer that you might know of by the name of Mary Moore.
Right.
We had a fantastic horn section led by a guy you might know as Duck Warner. In fact, we named the club after Duck.
Yeah.
We took over the old Bunny Club and we named it Duck's Executive Bunny Club.
Oh, yeah.
Executive Bunny Club.
Yeah.
We had
George,
going on.
George was with you too, wasn't he? At one point?
George was with us. Yeah.
Who else? Who was some of the other horn players?
I don't remember. I know we had Lawrence Tashik Green on
guitar.
He was a second guitar. George Bridgewater was the lead guitar.
James Camp on bass.
James Camp on bass.
Greg Lee. But then we switched over and used Sharif.
Yeah, Omar Sharif.
Omar Sharif.
Yeah.
Yeah, on drums. And Peebo. Peebo. Marvin.
Used to call him Peebo.
Yeah, he thought he was Peebo Bryce, and he was Peebo, and we had a pretty good thing going on there. I mean, the Kansas City Band was just who they were, and not only did we play in Kansas City, Kansas, but we kind of tore some things up in Missouri. We used to go to I never will forget it. Every Thursday night we would be over at the Swahili. And I mean, it would be packed. You could not get in the door every Thursday night. And I mean, we would go in. I mean, it was just rocking. But we were a different kind of a band. We did funk, but we did a lot of other things too.
Well, you started when? When did you start playing music?
I started playing in 1959 under Leon Brady, and he had only taught at Northeast a couple of years. He had been there since 1957. And from there we went to Sumner under Robert Clark and a few other people. But I came up with I call them the Over the Hill Gang, Marvin Holland Shed and Alvin Walker. And
Horace was younger than you, right?
Horace was a little younger, but Horace, he was there in the group. What we would do, coming out of Northeast going to Sumner, we had one guy in the band that had a car, and we wanted to hear some of the jazz. So we would chip in a dime, 15 cents a piece, so he could get gas, and we would go over to the Foundation on 18th Street off of Highland, and we couldn't go in. They didn't have any air conditioning. They always had the doors open on the back, and the old musicians would let us stand outside and listen to the music. We couldn't go in, but we sit there and we listen, you know, and how we got away with, because the guy that had the car didn't have any license.
Right.
So we was always tiptoeing across the inner city viaduct. But we played with a bunch of different bands. That's where I met Everett DeVan. After I come out of service in 1968, I played also with Donald Dixon, which was right next door, the Frenchies. And they would cut a hole in the wall and sell chicken through the hole in the wall. I played the 19-hole club, the 50-yard line, and
AG's, all those places.
oh yeah, we did OG's.
Oh yeah, AG's, that was the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bolton was the brother of Miss Smith at the Inferno.
Right.
So they were brothers and sisters. So you had the hookup, you play an Inferno breakdown and go out to AG's and close out.
Go up here on Cornell to the Bonnie Club.
Yeah. But we had a bar.
Park Avenue West out here.
Sure. Park Avenue West.
Karl, when did you get out? I mean, what happened that you decided to get out of music and move out of Kansas City?
I was taken out of Kansas City on a job with a telephone company selling yellow pages. And I moved into management. And frankly, one of the reasons I'm involved in recovery now is my habits got the best of me. And that was what really got me out of music. I could not be in that environment, or at least I didn't think I could. And so I stayed away, and basically stayed away too long.
Well, I know a lot of the musicians like Clyde and all them got taken out by drug use and different things. And all of us, I'm sure at some point did something.
Yes, we all did.
I know I did, but I'm blessed enough to have made it through it. And
Yes.
And I try to teach, you know, the young ones I tell about, you know, be careful about getting into this, and you really don't want to get caught up. A lot of them that drink and drugs and smoke and whatever, you know. A lot of us old guys that have quit smoking, getting high, when they come out of it, they seem to say, it's like coming out of a fog and stuff.
It is because you see everything clear, and you can see when someone else is going that route. And for the most part, I think most of us always try to say something to the younger generation. Hey, hold up, you kind of going the wrong way here. Kind of slow yourself down a little bit. Bright lights and all that is going to be there. The women, the drugs and whatever, they're going to come to you free. But you have a choice in the matter. You have a choice. You either want a career or you want to get high. And if you don't want the career, then keep on getting high.
Well, Doug, you still perform around town every now and then.
Yes.
In select venues, right?
Select venues, yeah.
A lot of your musicians have passed too.
A bunch of going on. Lately here, Kevin Mahogany, who I had a great respect for. And to me, he was the epitome of jazz singers. And I don't think that there'll ever be another. To me, he seemed like to me he was the closest thing to Al Jarreau because his voice was an instrument.
But he was a bass vocalist like you.
Right. But at the same time, see, he started out long ago on saxophone. He was a saxophonist. And just with his urge and ingenuity to become a jazz singer and use his voice other than being vocal, as he became an instrument. And he will be someone that I'll never forget, because not only did I learn a lot, but there are other musicians who learned from him. He'll be greatly missed.
Carl, you getting back into music at some point?
I plan to, yes.
You see, I was hearing you was talking, saying that you haven't touched your keyboard in how long?
Oh, I don't even want to admit that. It's been 20 plus years.
But you know what though? That's why I told him, why don't you just go in there and just put your hand on it.
He was the cat back. I mean, you know, when I was growing up, I know I used to
Yeah.
look up or whatever, and then he was, you know, between him and Betty Joe and them, they were the ones for us to look up to and
Well, see,
admire.
when you got a good rhythm section, and he had we had a fantastic rhythm section, James Camp and Bridgewater, and especially I don't want to leave out Greg Lee. He was unique in what he did, and he's gone on. He's made his transition.
Yeah, he can sing and play.
Man, he had just a natural feel for the funk, a natural feel for it. I don't think we have any recordings of us. That's the part that kind of bothers me. But I have some pictures that we took, and everywhere we went, we were a hit. I never will forget. We went to Mobile, Alabama. We did a show with Lenny Williams, and while we were there, the hurricane hit. Oh God! Oh man! It was scary. It was scary. It was scary. But all in all, I think it's been very enjoyable, and I look forward to the years that are coming.
I want to ask both of you the same question. How do you want to be remembered, and what advice can you give to the youngsters coming up, Karl?
Oh, I'd like to be remembered for supporting the music business throughout my career in Kansas City. I was a performing musician, yes, but there was a time where we had 15 bands, 6 nightclubs, and male and female strippers and modeling agencies all under contract.
Yeah.
We had a radio contract with KPRS at the time. I don't even know what it is now.
Yeah.
And what we did was we'd go to the bands and say, you want to play for us? And they say no. So we go to the clubs and book up all the gigs. And we come back and say, you sure you don't want to play for us? And when they hired us, they got the whole package at the Swahili.
Yeah.
Had male dancers at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
The band played till 9:30. Then we had the models come out, and then we closed out the night. And it was all on the radio.
Yeah.
It was all part of the package for the owner. So between that and most importantly, helping others to find their way in life, I have a commitment to the Lord, and so that's probably the highest calling that I feel like I'm pursuing.
And your advice to kids?
Just say no.
Piggyback on to that. Piggyback on
And
to that. I'd like to just, I'd like to be remembered as someone who's committed to the Lord first, because from Him comes all my strength. I'd like to be remembered as someone who was always on the positive end, trying to make things work, not only for myself, but for everyone else, especially some of the older guys, because what happens with some of the older guys when we get older, a lot of times no one want to be bothered with us, no one wants to play with us, oh, well, they're not this, they're not that. But one thing I found in coming up is that this is where you gain your knowledge. And a long time ago, an old man told me, he says, son, he says, make sure that you dress right, you look right, eat right, and get your rest. You leave out your rest or your food and you're done. Take your time in what you do. Everything is going to come to you. Don't rush into anything. And that's what I would say to the younger musicians. Don't rush into anything. Learn to be versatile. Learn to sing a little bit of everything. Jazz, blues, R&B. There are a million of people who will claim to be specialists. And I can use myself as an example. I was singing at the Blue Room, and a guy walked up to me from Japan. And he says, if we put on a festival in our country, would you come and sing? And I said, sure. into any door and work. When you don't do that, you limit yourself. You also limit your music. You limit it. And when you put yourself in that corner, it's kind of hard to get out of that. Because I look at so many musicians nowadays. I'm the funkiest bass player, or I'm the funkiest horn player. But when it comes to saying, I want to sing some jazz or play some jazz, they don't know. They never took the time to just learn just a little bit. A little bit sometimes will take you a long way. So I'd like to be remembered as someone who tried to do the best he could and be the best that he could be.
Cool, cool. All right. This is me saying goodbye. I got me and Duck here. Yeah. Karl. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, man, go in there and just lay your hands on it. Just
I'm
feel
too
them.
embarrassed.
Yeah, this is
Why? You amongst friends?
January the 3rd,
Yeah.
2018.
2018.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, man. You play trombone too.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You
I was
was
one of the
trombone
horn
player.
players. I forgot.
Yeah, trombone player.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. 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 Oh man, it's good to see you, man.
Man, it sure is.
You look like you're at peace with yourself too.
Very much so.
Yeah. Yes.